This is the Marvel Legends Brown Custom Wolverine, part of the Juggernaut Build-A-Figure series by Hasbro. Check out the nice card art here on the side. Back of the package. This is Wolverine out of the package. And of all the figures in this Juggernaut Build-A-Figure wave, this surprised me the most. Because this one by Hasbro is surprisingly terrific. I always thought, Toy Biz, this brown Wolverine, was the last word on the character. It was that good, that well made. Excuse the warped claws here. But fantastic figure. But this one gives a run for its money and might be even a little better. Height-wise, check that out. Height-wise, it's a little smaller, as Wolverine should be in the comics, and this is probably the most in-scale Wolverine that Hasbro has ever made. And even though the colors, it varies, like the browns here versus this one, in the comics it depends on the coloring of the books, so it has looked like this in the comic books, and it has looked like this color-wise. But this figure is just surprisingly terrific. And that's what the review is going to be on. And I want to show you the details of this character. I never thought that this figure would be one of the best in the wave of the Juggernaut Build-A-Figure series, but it is. Check this out. Individualized claws. And maybe a first. And hopefully it's going to show up. But you got to be careful here. The claws are actually removable. Check that out. It is removable claws. I'm not going to remove it all, but I just want to show you that. And it does have a pair of closed fists, and we'll put that on in a second. Kind of odd that you could remove the claws, and it is closed fists here, so you can remove that. Put that here. And check that out. But I just want to show you the detailings on this figure. A really nice head sculpt here. Classic brown costume. This is that design. I always like the brown costume more than the yellow costume, actually. It's my favorite look for the character. See the boot design here. The belt is a separate piece. It can be moved up and down. You can see, hopefully, black in the boots here. You see how it angles up. Has an ab crunch. What's really cool is, like, you could put it forward and then put the head up, so it's kind of like a hunched over look. It even has these pivot inner shoulders, just like the Toy Biz one had, the pivot inner shoulders. See these shoulders here, it really makes a difference. Look at that. You put the hands together because of it, or you could keep it far apart. Really works well, this articulation, for adding poses. It's just a really well sculpted, comic accurate to the brown costume from the comic books look. Really well detailed here. And I'm going to put the claw hands back on. Other than this part, and the Juggernaut Build-A-Figure piece, it does not have any other extras. But just check that out. It looks really nice. Totally surprised by this figure. Oh, and one more thing in scale. You see how in the comics he's supposed to be small? Deadpool's about 6 inches. So it is like proper scale, or let's say Havoc here, proper scale. Height wise, it is just about 5.5 inches tall. Has a ball jointed head, good range down, look at that, pretty good range up to the sides. Has these inner shoulders articulation, check that out. Setting up a good range of poses you could get. It has the ball hinged outer shoulders here, up, down, in or out, because it's ball jointed there. It has the swivel bicep. It has double articulation at the elbow area over here, and it has ball hinged wrists, in, out, you can spin it around, same here. Pivot torso, really good range, check that out. And it has a swivel waist, a separate belt buckle piece here. Ball hinged hips, good range. Swivel thighs. Double knee articulation. Ball hinged ankles, up, down, and to the sides. Really well made, and going to give my final word on this action figure in a moment. So overall, Rob, what did you think of this Hasbro Wolverine in the brown costume? And honestly, it totally surprised me. I think it is one of the best Wolverines made, not only by Hasbro but by Toy Biz. And this in some ways might even be a little better than the brown Wolverine by Toy Biz, which was like perfection. I mean, that brown Wolverine by Toy Biz was top of the line. If I only had to get one Wolverine by Toy Biz, that was it. And this one, the scale is finally right. It is a small figure, just like he should be from the comics. And it's even a little smaller in a way than the Toy Biz one. Plus, check this out. The claws, possibly the finest ever on a figure by either company. Removable claws, which I didn't expect. It has the alternative hands there if you want to swap it out. Great face sculpt. Great attention to detail. It even has those shoulder hinges to go in or out, which is not too common by Hasbro, but they added it here. I mean, if you missed out on other Wolverine action figures and you said you just want to get one Wolverine for your collection from either company, Toy Biz, Hasbro, then this is the one Wolverine, if you only bought one figure, that you do want. And in my opinion, it is the best costume. I always liked the brown costume more than the other looks that the character ever had. And this is just a fantastic figure, I'm telling you. If you want to just get one Wolverine, this is the one to buy for real. It's that good of a figure. And that's the review. Thanks for watching, and talk to you later.